Wagwan me people, quick thing before we kick off. The views where you hear upon the Father to Father podcast, them strictly for why, the hosts, guests and contributors. Them now represent Catholic Notebook, Spirit Stream Studios, the Diocese, University, or any affiliated groups. You see me? And remember, this podcast are strictly for adult ears, so listen up with discretion.
Shining bright tonight. Welcome to Father, where life and faith meet. A place for the soul, where wisdom speaks. Hope in the message, strength in the beat. Welcome to Father, where life and faith meet.
You know, I feel like we are finally in a spot now where every time we have like a legitimate song, it sounds good. Like the new Father theme song. I am rocking with that the hard way. Pause. But the because the old one was fine too.
Yeah.
But this one's good. I think it fits our vibe more.
Yeah, that makes sense. It sounds like a morning talk show. Like it's Jay in the morning on the way to school.
It's Jay in the morning. Welcome everybody.
Like we're throwing pranks at people at 9:00 in the morning.
Or you're Elvis Duran calling someone at like 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yes.
Talking about like, hey, your wife may not be home. And you're like, hey, yo, what?
Excuse me?
It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up. What's going on? But you know what's going on right now? You know what's going on right now? Welcome to the Father podcast, everybody. My name is Dr. Giovanni, and with me is my right hand, my main man,
Father Greg Lambert.
Hey, new studio setup. It's good, man. It's good, man. Hey, yo, new ritual. Yo, that's gonna be hot every single week that we're in the studio. It's gonna be hot.
Exactly.
That's
Hey,
gonna
shout
be
out to Boona Haven single malt Scotch whiskey. They don't drink it. Well, I do drink it, and they're not paying me for it. But shout out to them.
Hey, Boona Haven, hit us in the DMs. You already know what it is. One Catholic note, right? That's the
Why
thing.
don't ask me right? Like, yeah. Yeah, one Catholic note.
Well, we don't have like a Father Instagram, so we might as well just use the One Catholic Note thing.
That's true. Do you guys think we should get an Instagram?
Let us know if we should get an Instagram. Let us know,
Because I want to add some more stuff to my phone. I sound like an old man.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't want to put this thing on my phone. I gotta think about this. I gotta tend this. I gotta tend the sheet.
Could you imagine if we had an Instagram? If we were just going around places, just doing stuff for the sake of doing it?
I promise you, I get shut down. Yo, Father Greg, you cannot be out here at the Irish Fest, White Freaknik. You cannot be out here.
White Freaknik. White Freaknik. Oh my goodness. But you know what? You can get your freak on at Irish Fest. You can get your freak on in the comment section, and you can also get your freak on with the rating system. 5 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get your freak on with it. We just want 5.
I'm not allowed to get my freak on. I'm not doing that.
No,
Just
you're
to let y'all
retired,
know.
right? You're retired. You're like
I'm
Kobe.
retired.
You're retired in your prime.
With my rings.
Only this time your helicopter didn't go down.
Oh my! Yo! We gotta cut that.
No, we're not cutting anything. We're not cutting anything. I say that with my whole
goodness.
chest.
Oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Yo, we have sips, dog. Hey, yo, James and Fuhad. Yo, I'm so glad we did this. I'm so glad we did this.
You give us a new studio, we start acting like fools. I'm sorry.
We're still crispy.
I'm sorry.
We're still crispy.
Exactly.
We're still crispy. We still
We're
love
always
you.
crispy.
We still love you. You ready to get started, man?
Yeah.
Yo, they go, damn, we about to get in trouble.
Yo, Father Greg, Dr. G, what's good? I know it sounds clear, I know it's misunderstood.
You ready to hear me out?
Yes, out there, no
Yeah.
doubt.
You already know what it is. 5 stars means you did nothing wrong. 1 star means
Confessions on Thursdays.
exactly. And if your church is doing confession on Thursdays, let us know. We're still compiling a massive list of confession on Thursdays, and I'm going to make an interactive map. Sips. So it's one of those things that we're still working on it. We're still working with the dev team on it. So, let us know. Whew. So, but hear me out. Was I wrong for wanting to keep my ex out of my dad's birthday? No initial thoughts on that. Just
No, I mean it seems pretty benign, but I know it's not going to be because if it made it on this show, it never is.
Yeah, some of them are benign. We've had two.
What? Dude, dog, we've had over 20 some episodes,
Yeah, we had 27 episodes so far.
Bruh.
Or like 20 plus episodes. I don't know.
2 out of like 2 each episode.
No, in 3 seasons, we've had 2.
So they're never benign. They're like 2% benign.
You know the one about the chips?
That wasn't benign. That wasn't benign because that was outlandish behavior over some kettle corn
on
chips.
the rebuttal. But we found out on the rebuttal that the chips were left by the dude, the neighbor that
But
came
she
by.
like gaslit him. It's
I
like,
know.
yo, it's the same thing. No, it's not. Don't butterfly affect me. I know for a fact these are the same exact chips.
And then he went to confession. Oh, it's so bad. You got to go back and listen to that episode if you haven't heard it. Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, but hear me out. Was I wrong for wanting to keep my ex out of my dad's birthday? I'm Jordan. Father Greg, I love my dad. And I love my family. I want you to know that.
Good for you, Jordan. I believe you. It's fine. It's fine.
My dad was turning 60. Big milestone. My mom was throwing a big backyard party. Caterers, a band.
I just heard big back. And I said, hey, big back what?
A big backyard party. Caterers, a band, everyone from the neighborhood invited. I was scrolling in the group chat and I saw Tyler, my ex-boyfriend, the one I dated for 5 years, lived with for 2, almost got engaged to. The one I thought I had fully cut out of my life. I called my mom to ask why in the world was he on the list. Then I found out Tyler's basically been a fixture in my dad's life since we broke up.
I know what that feels like.
Poker nights, fishing trips, fixing cars, even keeping some of his stuff at my parents' house.
Okay. that part's a little weird. But okay,
Mom made a
it's
point.
fine.
Mom made a point of saying, "I'd know all of this if I spent more time with Dad."
Ooh.
But I always said that I was busy. Apparently, my dad stopped asking after a while. That stung. I tried to tell her I love my dad, but she shot back with this test about what he watches on the weekend.
Okay.
I said sports. She said C-SPAN. Even your Aunt Carol, who can't stand your dad, knows that. When I brought it up to my dad, he brushed it off like it was no big deal. He said Tyler's like a son to him. That was it for me. I decided to go directly to Tyler. From my side, I was defending my territory. That mutt has no business being in my family.
Wow. Wow. All right.
From his side, apparently it was some misunderstanding. He claimed it wasn't about replacing me. Lies. They said they just had a lot in common. Lies. And he didn't have a father figure growing up. He was in jail. That's what she put.
Okay.
I told him flat out. I told him flat out. It wasn't his place to be at my dad's birthday. That he shouldn't come. We had a back and forth, and he asked me, well, does he want me there? I told him, he doesn't need you there.
Ooh.
He never
Ouch.
wanted you there. He didn't argue. He said he'd give my dad his gift another time. So, the party came. Tyler didn't show. My dad seemed a little off, but, it was still fun. And I had done my duty as a dutiful daughter. The next day, apparently, Tyler dropped off his gift. And not long after that, I got a call from my dad, absolutely livid. He told me I had no right to interfere in his life and that I had crossed a line. I was offended. I
I'm sorry. I'm listening.
Stop.
I just didn't expect. Oh, sorry. Continue.
I was offended. I was defending my family's honor and defending my place as his daughter.
You can't see that he's looking at me dead in my eyes with his legs crossed in this lounge chair, dog. talking to me like he's trying to dress like I'm in trouble. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
My mom called me right afterwards, asking what possessed me to uninvite someone who had been so present in my dad's life. I told her that Mutt was only trying to ingratiate himself into my father's life because he still wanted a way to get back at me. From my perspective, I was protecting my dad. Like you always say, Father Greg, family is important.
You know what?
From their perspective,
Keep going.
I blew up my dad's friendship. But can they really be friends if they were 40 years apart?
Yeah.
So hear me out.
Got plenty of old people friends.
Was I wrong for keeping my ex out of my dad's birthday? Do you need a recap?
Yeah.
Basically, Jordan, I don't know why all of a sudden this was difficult for you. Like, couldn't keep a straight face.
No, it was the I'm offended part. Like, you said it, and your legs are crossed. You looked at me with a sigh talking about I'm offended. I can't.
No, I'll give you that. Because I read it and I looked. I'm like, I'm offended.
Look me dead in my eyes.
I looked you dead in your eye.
Oh my goodness.
I'm offended. Anyways, yeah, no. So Jordan out here, Jordan, her dad. She says she loves her dad. She's a big family person. Tyler was an ex. It was knee deep in it. Anyways,
You don't gotta say it like that.
well, I don't know how else to say it. Anyways, they had this long relationship. She broke it off. She went on to do different things. Tyler just apparently hit it off with her dad, and they had a great relationship. And it seemed like because Jordan was so detached from the whole family, Tyler just hey, sure, whatever.
And he also never knew his father.
Yeah.
So he's like, I got paternal love. This is amazing.
Yeah, and he's just like, nah.
Yeah.
She kept calling him a mutt. I don't know what that's
why
all.
she keeps saying that.
I don't know what that's all
Kinda
about.
rude.
Yeah, it's really rude. There's a note. There's a small note on here. I didn't realize that. It's at the bottom. To explain why Tyler didn't grow up with a dad. His dad was in and out of jail and ended up dying from drug overdose
Oh my god.
when he was a child.
Oh my gosh.
So-
So he never had that father figure, or if he did, he was looking for it.
Yeah, he was looking for it.
And he's sensitive to it.
Yeah. Well, and it kind of makes sense. So anyways, 60th birthday coming up, and then she comes in and she's shocked in the group chat to see his name on there.
Yeah.
And then she goes, no, he can't be here. And they're like, mom's like, what you talking about? He's been here for years, like years.
Yeah.
And he's like, what you mean years? He's like, well, you would know this if you spend more time with us. He's like,
What's he watch on TV? Sports. C-SPAN.
Even your Aunt Carol knows, and she hates him. Like, what are you talking about?
Double
Sports?
homicide.
Like, dang. But, that's a killer. Anyways, she ends up having a big back and forth with Tyler, and she's like, he doesn't need you. He doesn't want you. And don't show up. Tyler doesn't want to cause trouble. He's just like, all right, sure, I'm just going to back out of it. I'll give him a gift another day. Doesn't show up to the party. He says dad seems kind of off, but he's having a great time. Then the next day, Tyler shows up, gives dad a gift, and immediately dad calls and is livid at her. I can only imagine what he told her. Only imagine what he told her. And then mom calls immediately after that. So dad said something hellacious. And mom's like, listen, what you did was bad. You probably should. Dad is kind of mad. I'll talk to him, but really, honey.
And Dad's in the back like, no, Cheryl, no, she's ungrateful. I get one thing in this he had the veins popping. His shirt.
Never had a son, and he's my son, Cheryl. That boy has done more for me in the last 10 years than that ungrateful daughter.
And like the tufts of chest hair coming out of his polo, he's starting to sweat. He got a little bit of spit on the side of his lip. He's getting real upset. He had to stroke out.
And Tyler's there's like, Dad, chill. He's like, okay, son, okay. And then she's getting like, no, he's not your step. Anyways, I can see this whole situation.
No, me too. That's the part that kind of makes me sad about it.
So she goes, no, I did the right thing. I kept this dude away from my dad. And then that's it. So she's like, yo, did I do something wrong? Because Father Greg, you said all the time, family's important.
I'll get to that.
So I'm gonna leave you. I'll give you runway because I have thoughts about this.
Too.
I got thoughts about this.
I have thoughts. Listen, first and foremost, I gotta be clear on my name. Please don't invoke my name on this. That's not when I said family's important. I did not mean I'm going to gatekeep happiness from my family. That's not what I mean. Like, the reality of the situation is your ex-boyfriend's actions are not malicious. And this is why I'm going to say they're not malicious. The way that you're painting him out to be, to have the background and the idea that he's doing this just to get back at you, if you wanted to do that, when you confronted him and said, hey, I don't want you anywhere near my family for this birthday party, you shouldn't be here. And then he asked the question, well, does he want me there?
Right.
And her response was, he doesn't need you there. He didn't turn around and decide to be catty and go, well, let him decide that then. He didn't say that. Or he didn't say, oh, why didn't he call me? Or, it seems like I'm going to replace you. Or, maybe you would know. And maybe he could have said the things that your mom said to you. And he probably knows that all of those are right because he's spending more time with your father than you are.
He gave you grace.
He gave you
and
a lot
charity,
of grace.
and he's like, you know what? Maybe you're going through something right now, and maybe in that moment, I wish someone would have given me a spot. And so, you know what? He probably saw himself and said, maybe you just want your dad, and you just wanted to spend time with your dad in this moment.
The way that I wanted to when I was growing up.
And I didn't have it.
I didn't have an opportunity.
And I'm not going to stand in the way of that. I refuse to stand in the way of that.
Listen to the things that the mom said that they were doing together. They didn't say they were watching sports. They were working on cars together. Dog, that's hours of work. Right. You don't work on a car for 30 minutes. You're there like darn near all day.
And you're also buying parts.
Yes.
You're going to the store.
Yes.
You're looking things up. You're
Yes.
going to other car meets to say like, hey, let's see this.
You're
see that.
frustrated when it doesn't work, and you're rejoicing together when it does.
Right.
That builds a bond.
And just because we live in Iowa, so we get more exposure to like people working on like machineries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just say like cars and like
tractors and
stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's just something different when you're working with someone in a field and you're just like, yo, because I can tell you this, my father-in-law, right? We were working in the barn together, and all we were doing was prepping the combine for harvest. That's what we were doing. But in that 4.5 hours that we were prepping the combine for harvest, I learned so much about his life, so much about like what he liked, what he didn't like. He was teaching me like little intricacies of stuff. We were making jokes. We were talking about like it was so cool just to do whatever. And yeah, did the combine get ready? Yeah.
Yeah, did.
But like there was so much other stuff that was going on.
Yeah, it was like enriching for you.
Yeah.
Probably enriching for him too.
Right. And he was looking forward to the next time we got to spend time together. And so like, at least for me, I resonate with that. I'm like, yo, that's dope.
And but you hearing that from you and your perspective, it immediately makes me sad because I can see it visually of the party happening, having there be so many people there, and the dad's a little bit off because he's thinking to himself, why isn't my son here?
And he's wanting him to show up.
Yes, he's wanting him to show up, and he doesn't understand why. Did I do something wrong? Did something happen to him? Why is he? He probably texted him.
I guarantee you, he's thinking worst case scenario.
Yeah, like he wouldn't miss this.
Yeah, he's
why
like,
would he miss this? He's been talking about how excited he was for this, and he had a gift that he was so excited to bring me.
and you know the gift was mad specific.
Mm-hmm.
You know the gift was like mad specific. It was probably he was probably like, yo, we were watching C-SPAN like 2.5 years ago, and there was an infomercial for American Eagles. George, it was like a George H.W. Bush American Eagle limited edition, and he goes, you know what? I would love to have one of those. I've never had one of those before. He's like,
And he clocked it.
He clocked it. He clocked it, and he pulled out his phone. Was like, got it.
Bought from a day trader from Pennsylvania.
Half price too.
Half price.
Half
You'll
price.
never guess how much I got. How much you get for it? You never guess how much I got. How much you get for it? $30.
He would have giggled like a schoolgirl too. He's like, you gotta have price. You gotta have price. You didn't even pay the spot price for it. Oh, like that moment would have been like so good for him, but he's just like, nah. And he was worried. He's like, yo, did he get sick? Did he get hurt?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, maybe and at the end of it, I bet you he's like, there's a good explanation why he's not there.
Yeah, there's got to be.
There's a good explanation. And then when he found out,
And then he found, because mind you, he didn't call your dad and say, you know what, your daughter's a real piece of work. She said this, she said this. He gave the gift at a later date because he was asked to by her, and then he wrote in the card, hey, he doesn't say what was written in the card. Let me be very clear. But what most likely happened, from my inference, right? He opens the card, says, hey, happy birthday. You're like a dad to me. You meant so much to me for the past couple years. Happy birthday on being 60, you old man. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
P.S. I'm sorry I couldn't give this to you in person. Your daughter got to me. Jordan got to me earlier.
no, he would never have done that. I'll tell you this for free. He probably left the card the way he wrote it, and
Yeah.
just said, he's like, hey, old man, hope your knees work better. Next time when we're having an oil change, this is going to help you or something like that. Like, this will bring you some luck or whatever. Like, let's say it's whatever, right? And that would have been fine. And then he would have and the dad would have cried. He would have cried reading the card. And he would have asked him, how come you didn't come yesterday? And then the dude would have been like, he would have been like, listen, I don't
want to start no issues.
It's just like, listen, Jordan came and talked to me. And
That's all he needs to hear.
And then that's it.
all he needs
That's
to
just
hear.
like, yo.
That's all he needs to hear.
And then he would have been mad. He's like, no, listen. Jordan came and talked to me, and she said that you didn't need me there, and you didn't want me there. So
And he's got his mouth is open. He says, huh? Jordan? Jordan said, what'd she say?
that you didn't need me there. You didn't want me
Jordan?
there.
Jordan, why would she say that? Why would she say? He's looking at her. He's looking at him like he's gonna give the answer. Why would she say that? I don't know.
He's getting upset. He's like, look at me. Why would she say that to you?
I don't.
Why would she say that to you?
I don't
You know
know.
how much you mean to me. You've
I
been
don't-
here every single day for the last 15 years. You dumped her because she was useless to you. And now you're with, like, your clothes are here. You have your own room.
I'm aware, but
You-
also she was the one who said it.
Come
and I didn't
on. We've met your girlfriend. We're excited for you. We helped you pick out your engagement ring, and we're getting ready for the marriage.
say, Hey, yo. We're still inferring. We're still inferring here.
Dude, I guarantee you that's where it's at. You mean to tell me no, dude, I'm gonna let you know this right now. From a guy's, like, because I grew up with mentors. I had two really important mentors in my life. I would give anything to spend time with them again.
Yeah.
To be like, all right, yeah, let's go do that again. Let's go do that again.
Yeah.
Like, and so the level of, because my dad wasn't present.
Yeah.
Like, he really wasn't, like as soon as I turned 10, he was gone because he divorced my mom and he was done. He was just, I'm out. I got nothing else to do with you.
Poof.
And intermittently did he show up because he was legally required to. But outside of that, the moment he legally was not required to talk to me anymore, he didn't. I would have to be the one to reach out to him if I wanted some type of human interaction with him. So, like, that type of stuff where you finally found someone who's, like, truly seeing you as a human being and wants to walk on that journey with you, like, it's, as a guy, it's hard to quantify exactly what switches on your brain,
Yeah.
but it gives you that fuel where you just sit there and go like, yeah, this is what I want. And so you could, I know we're joking, but I could totally see him being like,
absolutely.
yeah, no, we went to go pick out those rings with you the other day for your girlfriend. Like, we're excited for the marriage. Like, we're gonna be there.
And it doesn't compute because he's like, she hasn't been here.
Right.
We haven't spoken.
We haven't spoken in years.
Why would she tell you that you're not supposed to be? You make more sense in my life than she has
does.
in a while.
She-
like, that's a lot.
And it's not something where it's like a year or 2 years. It would be something
It
where
was
it's-
5. They said 5, I think.
No, they were together.
Oh, they were together. No,
They were
I
together.
misspoke. They were together for 5 years. It's been, it doesn't say how long.
It doesn't say how
he's been coming
long
over.
since then.
But the mom said years.
Years.
Yeah.
You haven't been home in years. So like
And we don't know how often their keys coming over. It could be like an every weekend thing. Every weekend for years?
every weekend or every
That's
other
another
weekend
son,
for
my
years.
guy.
Every other weekend for years. He's coming over enough that he has his stuff.
He has his stuff there. He stayed over the night
Yes.
because they were working out late too long, and then he started drinking. They started drinking.
He's like,
Had a good time,
"Ah."
like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with you driving home. I want you to be safe.
And he's like,
I
"Are
live
you-"
like 3 miles away? Come on, man. I don't want to indulge an old man. And so he just has a spare room, and it's good.
And then he's just like, you know what? All right, man, I'll stay. And then after that, it's just,
Yeah.
and then the mom is like, I have a honey-do list that needs to be done around the house.
Oh, sure, Diane. I'll help you out.
Oh. it snowballs, especially if the daughter's not there. If the
Yeah.
daughter's not there and the daughter's like living her life, and yeah, she calls every once in a while, but it's
Yeah.
not like, oh, I want to talk about what's going on.
Exactly.
She didn't even know what her dad watched on TV. And I know it sounds benign.
But it's not, though.
But it's not.
It's not. If you really, because I'm thinking about my life. If I go through in that catalog, I can tell you everything that my dad liked watching on TV. My dad didn't like a lot of stuff,
Right.
But so you paid attention to what he liked. My dad loved Monday Night Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah.
He had no team. He liked Raw and he watched SmackDown. Those were his sacred times, and that's what we did together. We didn't do a whole lot of stuff together, but that's what we did together. We watched wrestling.
And you know what? If you would have had tickets to WrestleMania, that would have been like,
I think I would have seen my dad cry for maybe the 5th time in my life.
yeah.
If we went to WrestleMania, I can't even go there in my mind, dog. I don't know how happy my dad would levitate.
Yeah, probably.
Man,
May God rest his soul, man.
my God rest his soul.
But like, it's just one of those things where like, from her perspective, if I'm being charitable to her, she's trying to protect her territory as she looks at it, because she's going like, I am the blood daughter, this is my thing. And I don't know how things ended between the two of them,
I don't know.
but she keeps calling him a mutt, and I don't like that.
I don't like that either.
And I don't know what that's in reference to.
Mm-hmm.
If it's like, oh, he comes from like all these different cultural things, or if it's just like,
Or maybe because he didn't have his dad in his life, he had like bounce around with people.
Right.
Like maybe that's what I
Maybe-
don't know.
I don't know what that's about, and I don't like it. But like, it's one of those things where like I sit there and I go, if she got upset that he was there for the 60th birthday, then maybe that's a moment for you to sit there and go like, maybe I'm not doing enough as a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I care about my family enough, then it shouldn't bother me.
That's true.
It really shouldn't, because my dad has found someone that relates to him on a level.
Yes.
And she goes, how are you going to relate to someone who's 40 years younger than you? How old are you?
Bro, I'm a whole priest. If I only related to people who were my age, I wouldn't be good at my job.
Right?
Do you know how many white-haired people I have in my parish?
Right?
But I have to be able to relate to them and be able to walk with them and actually care about them. Not just show up and give them something or talk about myself. I got to actually bring Jesus Christ to them. I can't afford, I don't want to call it selfishness. I can't afford to only be turned in on myself as I'm taking care of other people.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. And we'll wrap up our discussion around this.
Right.
But I'll ask you this. Because this situation doesn't seem atypical, because I've heard it before in counseling.
Yeah.
Like when I used to counsel people, like I heard it before. But
Mm-hmm.
for you, how do you insert, or how do you guide someone to start to rebuild charity when clearly they have lost perspective on a situation? Because in this situation, she has lost the plot completely.
Yes.
And here is her ex, which, yeah, they have a relationship. Whatever happened between them. But her ex is putting in a lot of work and effort that to this point has been nothing but genuine because her parents are believing it.
And that genuineness comes from growth. I'm not going to say how the relationship was or how it ended, but there's a really good chance that what he needed in that relationship, he's slowly been able to cultivate through this relationship with her dad.
Yeah. Or judging on how she responded to the situation gives me an indication of like how who made the relationship go south in the first place.
Probably.
Because like the moment she's not getting her way or the moment it doesn't fit her picturesque way, she's all of a sudden like hitting it with the hammer and being like, it has to be this way. And he bowed out really gracefully.
He did.
And tried not to make a scene. So from that perspective, you have this woman that's sitting in front of you. How do you help guide this person to increasing the level of charity in their life? Or at the very least, understanding that the other person that they're dealing with is not antagonistic and is truly just another human being reaching out to another human being, and they're finding some level of grace and understanding?
That's a good question. The short answer is that charity is built on truth. And by saying that, I mean the truth of the Catholic person is that I'm built in the image and likeness of God. That means that God doesn't think I'm special. God doesn't have me in a little hidey hole that he keeps in his pocket. God looks at me and says, I made you. I love you. I know you. That means that God is everything to us and we're everything to him. But it's not just us. It's every single living human being on this planet that has ever existed, no matter the race, no matter where they're from, no matter what they like or what they don't like. Also, no matter their sin. That's why confession exists. God wants us not just to achieve. He wants us next to him. That's what this is all about. So where charity comes into this is the understanding that if God looks at me and says, I love you. I love you deeply. I know you more than you can ever imagine. I know your faults. I know who you're going to be. I know everything that you've been cultivated to be. And I know what you struggle with. And I know what your sins are. I know what you're insecure about. And I still choose you. If he says that to us, he says that to the person next to us. That's why it bothers both of us that she keeps calling him a mutt. Because we know where he comes from. The same exact idea that you have about yourself of saying, I'm a daughter. I'm protecting my territory. I'm doing my duty. There is a responsibility there, but there's also a self-righteousness there that needs to be checked. There's been growth, and there's been cultivation, there's been goodness in this relationship from an individual who did not know the goodness of the Father. He knows the goodness of a good father now. And as they say in Scripture, he's chosen the better part. It will not be taken from him.
Yeah. So let us know. What do you think? Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? CatholicNetwork.org/fatherfather. CatholicNetwork.org/F2F. Drop us a line. And but hear me out. Hey, what's up, man?
It's Greg.
You ready for the new segment?
Sure.
These are just confessions. I don't even understand.
What? Excuse me?
So the Catholic research team did their 1-2 things and said, hey, do you have anything you want to just get off your chest? And people were like, yeah, actually I do.
Do we want to do this?
I don't know. And so here we go. People are confessing different things that they wouldn't say in person, but you know what? They will tell the internet.
This is Twitter.
I guess. But it's not like Twitter Hall of Fame. It's just confessions. Ready? Sometimes I fake being asleep so I don't have to talk to my partner at night.
Oh, we all know this.
Yeah, that's fine. I have a burner Spotify playlist of breakup songs about my current relationship. We haven't broken up yet.
Yo, this is some Taylor Swift. All right, cool, I guess.
She's getting married.
She is getting married.
I found that out from you.
I work in a high school.
Yeah.
I found it pretty quickly.
Yeah. I always say I'm on a diet, but I secretly eat McDonald's in the car and throw away the bag before I get home.
Trust me, it's probably not a secret.
I once prayed for my boss to get laryngitis before a presentation because I didn't want him to outshine me.
That's kind of petty, but okay.
Question: if you pray for someone's downfall, like is that a real thing? Can
No.
you actually pray for someone's downfall?
No, you can.
Does that do anything?
Not in the way that people think it does. Like,
Like-
this is in scripture, especially like within the Psalms, when people are saying like, "Yo, bring death to my enemies."
Yeah.
Like, this is like a real thing. Like they're not just Psalms of lament. They're like, "Yo, we are going into war. I want my enemies to not be able to succeed against me."
Could you do that in real life?
Yeah, you can pray for that. Like at
Yo.
least twice a week.
So-
Wait, no, because I know exactly where you're going with this. Let me be incredibly clear for all those who are listening. Do not start going to God, knocking on the doors of heaven, talking about like, "Hey, yo, I want my ex to pop all 4 of his tires. I want his ex-girlfriend for all her hair to fall out. I hope that both sides of your pillow are warm." Like, don't do that.
No, we're just talking about kill my enemies, kill my enemies, kill my enemies, kill my enemies. That's all it is, dog. Give me a wife, give me a life, give me children, give me peace, kill my enemies. Like that's it.
Oh my goodness.
What were you talking about? Can you legit do that though? Can I be out here like in the morning after morning prayer, being like, "Lord, thank you for everything. Thank you for another day. Protect me on the road. Kill my enemies."
I would say I would probably phrase it differently, since we're not like in battle.
But a spiritual battle is the same thing, right?
Because what you gonna do if like Janice from accounting drops dead like while she's driving to work, and you don't even know that she hated you? You don't even you're gonna think just like, was that me? Did I do that?
Hit it with Steve Urkel. Did I do that?
And meanwhile, the person you thought his enemy is alive and well. Like, how did the mail go wrong? Like, it's going to God. It can't go wrong. And you realize that your enemy really wasn't your enemy. They just don't like it when you ask too many questions during our meetings. That's it.
Yeah. Or you don't finish the meeting on time when it's an hour and a half and you take 3 hours.
Funny how that works.
Funny. All right, cool. I read my roommate's diary once, and now I act shocked when she tells me secrets I already know.
That's not good at all.
Is that a sin?
Deception is a sin.
But okay, so let's say I read your journal, right?
Right.
Cover to cover. And then you hit me with, "Yo, can we talk about something?" And I was like, "All right, say less." And it was something in your journal. I'm not going to hit you with, "I already know." I'm not going to hit you with that.
Well, it's someone else's property, so that in you reading that, you're reading technically their intellectual property. So yeah, that is a sin.
That's a sin. So I'd have to confess I read someone else's journal.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What if it was open?
It's still a sin.
No, like I walked into so for example, walked into the office, it was open on the desk. I'm sitting there, anybody could read it. I read it. Is that a sin?
It depends. If you're like scanning the room and you see words on the page, like, what's this say? And you get halfway down, you're like, ooh, I shouldn't be reading this. Like, that's different from
and
like,
then you finish reading it.
hey, I got to chapter 3. This is a good story. Like, that's different.
Okay. Fair enough. Sometimes I wish my friends would cancel their plans so I could stay home without looking like the one that was flaking.
I do that too. I do that.
Everyone does it.
Everyone does
it. Like you make plans because at the time you make the plans, you're like, "Yo, this is hot. Yeah, we about to do this," and then you get home, and then you're like, "Do I really want to do it?"
This happened to me like 2 weeks ago, where I had a meeting to go to that I had said yes to probably 30 days prior, and I forgot about it.
Oh.
I had the longest day, my guy. I was sweaty, I was dirty, I was uncomfortable, I was tired, and I'm like, I got one more meeting. This meeting's gonna last another hour. I just gotta put my big boy pants on and go and be Jesus Christ to somebody. And I gave myself a pep talk, and I was like, I'm gonna do this for the kingdom of the Lord. I'm gonna do this for you, Jesus, because I love you. And I felt pretty good about myself. And I put my hand on the doorknob. My phone went bloop. As yo, me and we were scheduled to next week. I said, "Glory in the Chelsea, stay Tell me I went upstairs so fast.
Threw your pants off, be like, Madden. Hit me with the Madden.
It was fantastic. I still think about that.
Jeez. Oh, jeez. That's wild. Oh, jeez. Okay. Here's another one. I told my fiance I love the ring. I didn't.
Yeah, that's fine. You keep that to yourself. That's expensive. you gonna whether you like it or not, you gonna keep it.
You don't keep it.
It is what it is.
Also, you're getting another ring.
Yeah.
I'm sick and tired of these entitled women. You get 2 rings. You get
upset.
2 rings.
He's just upset.
No. Brittany was great about it. Like, she was great about it. And plus, the ring that I got her is actually a 3-part ring, which I'm looking forward to give her the last part of the ring when we get to, like, 15 years marriage. So it's kind of cool. Like, I kind of like that about the ring. But, like, for a lot of women, like, you get 2 to 3 rings for your engagement, for your wedding. The guy only gets 1. Like, what are you complaining about? And it's always cheaper to buy the guy's ring.
I mean, you could just.
I like diamonds. Get me diamonds. Guys wearing diamond rings is like the new wave. It's the new. It was a wave that started like in late 2024 and rolled into 2025. It's different. It's real different. It's real. It's not height. It's embedded. If that gives you an idea.
I don't know how I feel about this.
It feels weird, don't it?
It does feel weird. I don't want, and I know you want to comment because I don't want like 30 years from now I'll be like, "Yo, Father Greg was on the wrong side of history." Now everybody does this. He was saying, "Oh, he's so old fashioned. He's a 1964 Buick pickup truck," and we all out here being Ford Mustangs.
He's like, "Yo, all he cares about is wedding bands." But it's like, no, legit though. It's like the wedding band. It's like the wedding band that you wear, right? But instead, there's like 1 or 2 or 3 diamonds embedded into the wedding band. There's no height. It's all embedded in the band itself.
That's just different. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Yeah, I don't know. This is different. Okay, a few more. I've eaten my kid's Halloween candy and blamed it on the dog.
I mean, technically, if the dog ate it, he probably would be sick and or die. But there's nothing wrong with eating your kids' Halloween candy. They don't eat all that candy. It's bad for their teeth. It's bad for their blood sugar. And also, they don't deserve it. Eat it.
Exactly.
Eat it.
Exactly. Last one. I cried once at my friend's promotion party because I wanted it to be me.
I just want you to know. You know what? Never mind.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
There's a good chance that your friend is watching this happen and feels even better. That's what we're talking about. Yo, the tears of your enemies. Like this. That's it.
Yeah, it's just like, yo, they know. They know. Oh, okay. So we're gonna end on this because it is hot.
This Christianity of meeting needs will be the day we enter correct Christianity. All this Christianity of gimme is actually paganism, modern day paganism. If all your Christianity is about God, give me car, give me wife, give me children, give me this, give me that, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill my enemy, kill me, kill my enemy, kill me. Anyone that doesn't want me to succeed, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire, die by fire. Give me this, give me that. If that is all your Christianity, you are a pagan rebranded as a Christian. You and the children of Baal are in the same WhatsApp group. I can give you a scripture. You know, I don't talk carelessly, right? Give me this, give me that. Kill my enemy. Give me that.
That's hot.
Yo, so we were talking about give me this, give me that. That's the first thing that came to mind. Kill my enemies, kill my enemies.
Die by fire. Die by fire. Die by fire.
Yo, I want Dalmatics to like remix it. Hey, that's all the time we got. Hey, that was a good episode, wasn't it? Yeah, just remember, no matter how hard it gets, we love you. You're very special.
Go forth and bear good fruit.
Oh, Father to Father, where life and faith meet.
Father to Father is a production of Spirit Stream Studios. All rights reserved.